This is a video I just had to make. G'day. There's a very high chance you've come here searching for a solution. I have the solution you're after. There's a 99% chance you've come here because the radio in your Ford BA is not switching on after you've changed the battery. Like most videos I make, I use ideas that I have come up with myself. Now, I searched high and low the internet. This answer is nowhere to be found. I changed the battery in my BA Fairmont gear last week, and although I know the security coded radio needed to have voltage constant to keep its memory, I stupidly tried a trick that I'd heard about, that is putting a cigarette lighter attachment into the accessory socket with a 9-volt battery. What I forgot, however, was that with the key off in this car, there's no power there. So therefore, I lost the memory. What I should have done is put a power cable here and here. So I put the battery in the car, went for a drive, beautiful. Then I realised the audio was off. So I pressed the button and nothing. It was at that moment that I unfortunately knew that the memory had gone from the stereo. Not having the original owner's manual, all I could do was search the internet for solutions. There were none. If you're like me, you don't want to waste time, you just want to find the solution. So I'm going to show you the hack that I came up with myself, and then if you'd like to stick around for a couple of minutes, I'll explain a little theory I have about Ford and why they don't tell you this. So I drove around for a few days with no sound whatsoever, which was most annoying. And yesterday afternoon, as I was leaving, I thought, you know, practically everything these days has a back door or a hack that no one tells you about, especially the manufacturer. And I must point out, this is the premium sound system, as they call it, with the 6-stacker CD. It may not work on the BA Falcons, I don't know. So what I did actually surprised me, and I was over the moon. All I did was hold in the audio button and the seek button at the same time for a couple of seconds, and presto, on came the audio. $1,000. I was happy as Larry. So what I highly recommend you do when you change your battery to circumvent this whole problem is to simply hook up in parallel an old battery with charge. Jumper lead it onto the connections just while you swap batteries. Don't rely on the cigarette lighter trick, because in this car at least the accessory socket is only hot with the key on, and I forgot to turn the key on. Okay, now here's the part about Ford. I rang the only 3 remaining Ford dealers in Brisbane, and I decided to ring them one by one. The first one I rang the day it happened, and I was told by the service department they would, no problem, send off my VIN number to Ford in Melbourne and get back to me the next day. Well, I ended up ringing them because it was getting late the next day, and I was told, in fact I have the email here, they forwarded it to me at my request, that there was no record of the VIN of this car on their system, which was odd. Anyway, she said to me, no problem, you'll have to bring the car in, there's a $70 service charge. What they need to do is take the entire radio out, find a serial number on the back of the unit, then contact Ford again and they will send the code. Then I rang the second Ford dealer. What they told me is it's a useless exercise, it can't be unlocked. That's it. Alright, okay. Well, I thought that's a bit weird, so I rang the third and final Ford dealer, who told me, and I'm inclined to believe that this is a more accurate description, there is no code for the BA. They plug it into whatever, I guess, computer thing, and boom, it's unlocked. Now, I can't guarantee this will work for your car, This specific car is a BA Falcon Kia, 2003. I can only tell you what worked for my car because it's the only one I have to try. But hell, it's worth a try, isn't it? If it's a 2-second fix at home, at the very least it'll save you $80 or whatever. The third Ford dealer told me it would be a $77 service charge, and they have a high success rate. So whether this is a hack I've discovered, or maybe I'm the first one to discover it, I don't know. The point is, one has to wonder, if this is a known hack or backdoor by Ford, then it will take them 2 seconds to do and you'll get charged nearly $80. But given the second dealer said there's nothing they can do, I don't know, maybe I've discovered it. I just figured everything these days has some sort of solution. Now this may not work on yours, but hell, it's worth a try. But give it a go, and please comment below yes or no, did it work for your car if you're in this position. And just a quick note of thanks to people who saw my last video asking for suggestions. This certainly wasn't one I had in mind, as usual, but I was so delighted to have come up with the solution. So thanks for your suggestions, keep them rolling in on the previous video, and I'll see you all later. Cheers, and I do hope this has helped people that are after a solution. Bye. And remember, if you liked this video,